Well, there's another war brewing on American soil over the Syrian refugee crisis. House Speaker Paul Ryan spoke out today calling for a halt to the president's refugee program. Take a listen.
We have a refugee situation that we think requires a pause and a more comprehensive assessment on how to better guarantee that members of ISIS are not infiltrating themselves among the refugee population. But please know, this isn't just about refugees. This is what Congresswoman McSally said. This is about having a comprehensive strategy to deal with ISIS by defeating ISIS.
So as of now, it's 32 states that have opposed bringing Syrian refugees in, at least to encamp in their particular states. Joining me now, Chairman of the House Freedom Caucus, Representative Jim Jordan. Representative Jordan, thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you.
The governors are drawing their line in the sand, but there's been some legal opinion out there recently that says maybe this is mostly symbolic, and if anything's going to happen to stop President Obama, it's got to come from House leadership. This puts the ball in Paul Ryan's court.
Yeah, I thought what Paul said was right on target. Everyone knows we should put a stop to the president's program until we can be for sure, absolutely sure, that the screening process, the screening process is actually effective and can guarantee that we're not having ISIS members and terrorists come in through the refugee program. So it should be stopped, and I think Congressman Ryan Speaker Ryan is right on target with that.
There's a call going on between the White House staff and several governors who oppose refugees. And from what I understand, here's the vetting process. From what I understand, you've had intelligence agencies from the FBI to the Department of Defense. They get involved. There's fingerprinting and biometrics involved, and then there are face-to-face interviews with trained interviewers who can somehow tell or sense if one of these refugees is lying. Does that go far enough?
Well, there's that process, but the difficult part, particularly from people coming from Syria, is you don't have any records from what went on in Syria because we just don't have people there, and there's no real. I mean, it's a mess in that country. So that's the difficult part. So that's why you got to put a stop to this. Halt it now. I mean, we want to try to set up as many safe havens as we can, but those should be in that part of the world, not in the United States, so that we can actually help people who are truly being persecuted, maybe for their faith, truly being persecuted in some way, true refugees. We want to help them, but we're sending money over there, and there's lots of neighbors in that area who get American tax dollars. They should be helping out with this. That's where we can hopefully get these people to safety, not bringing them here to the United States until they've been properly screened. And the question is, can you properly screen them? That's why we want to halt this. That's why I think what the Speaker said is on target.
So you're saying, though, that if there's ever an effective mechanism that you agree works, you would be okay with allowing the true victims of the violence and religious persecution in Syria and other places in the Middle East to relocate in America?
Well, that's always been the United States position. What I'm saying right now is, though, look, I think we got to put a stop on this for folks coming from that part of the world. In light of what happened this past weekend in Paris, in light of what we know, I think it has to be a pause on this program, just like the Speaker said. And let's make sure that there's the right kind of screening in place if it's going to resume. But until such time, you got to stop this. That is, and let's keep them. Those people that we do find who are truly being persecuted, let's see if we can have them in some safe zones in that part of the world. That makes sense to me. And after all, American tax dollars are being sent to our allies in the Middle East. They should be helping out with this effort.
Representative Jim Jordan, I really appreciate your time this afternoon. Thanks a lot.